The Signature of All Things is a historical novel for adults penned by American writer Elizabeth Gilbert. Released by Penguin Random House in 2013, Gilbert, already renowned for her bestsellers Eat, Pray, Love, 2006, and Committed, 2010, solidified her literary stature with this work. The narrative centers around Alma Whittaker, an inquisitive amateur botanist, tracing her journey from upbringing on her affluent father's estate in Philadelphia through love, travels, and a profound grasp of evolution, just as Charles Darwin's seminal work on the origin of species emerges. Gilbert crafts a rich tapestry of 19th century life and the dawn of scientific exploration, earning accolades including being named a Best Book of 2013 by prominent publications like the New York Times, O Magazine, the Washington Post, the Chicago Tribune, and the New Yorker. It also earned a nomination for the 2014 Carnegie Medal for Fiction. Henry Whittaker, one of America's wealthiest individuals, lays the foundation of the tale. Rising from humble origins near London, Henry's journey unfolds as he navigates botanical exploration, embarks on voyages with Captain Cook, and eventually establishes a lucrative medicinal plant business in Philadelphia. His marriage to Beatrix, a scion of the renowned Van de Vender family with a storied botanical legacy in Amsterdam, brings Alma into the world in 1800, their only child. Alma is educated by her intelligent, no-nonsense mother, is cared for by their Dutch housekeeper, Hanneke, and is allowed to roam their estate of Whittaker with her pony and a magnifying glass, building her own herbarium. When Alma is 9, Beatrix adopts Prudence, the orphaned daughter of one of their estate workers, and a beautiful and reserved girl who is determined to improve herself. The sisters are polite, but not close or affectionate, and Prudence is known as the lovely one, while Alma is dubbed the intelligent one. As she grows up, Alma continues her studies, participates in lively discussions at the dinner table with her father's guests, and takes over the task of organizing the Whittaker Library. When she is 16, Alma discovers an erotic book that leads to her discovery of self-pleasure. She hides the book in the library's binding closet, a tiny space used to repair books. Alma confides to Prudence that she is in love with George Hawkes, a publisher who prints the papers that Alma writes on various botanical subjects. She and Prudence befriend their lively new neighbor, a young woman their own age, Retta Snow, who introduces laughter and pleasure into their calm and orderly lives. Beatrix dies of cancer when Alma is 20, and Alma takes her mother's place in running the household and helping her father with his business empire. She feels betrayed when she learns that Retta is to marry George Hawkes and Prudence is to marry their old tutor. Hanneke counsels Alma to remain stoic and carry on, as a Whittaker should. Inspired by an early publication, Alma investigates the mosses growing on a cluster of boulders on the Whittaker property and is so fascinated by the tiny, amazing plants that she decides to devote her life to studying them. In 1848, Alma is 48 and is now the author of 2 books on mosses. She continues to live with her father, faithfully keeping her promise to her mother never to leave him. She helps George to settle Retta in an asylum as she is suffering from a degenerative mental illness. Meanwhile, Prudence's involvement with abolitionist causes put her at odds with Henry, who disowns her. The storyline takes a captivating turn when George acquires a book of prints by an anonymous artist, stunning both him and Alma with the exquisite illustrations of orchids, some previously unknown. Alma extends an invitation to the artist, Ambrose Pike, to visit Whittaker. To her surprise, Ambrose proves to be a kind, intelligent man, though his spiritual beliefs clash with Alma's scientific convictions. Despite this disparity, they form a deep connection, sharing their work and lives. Alma eagerly accepts Ambrose's proposal of marriage, experiencing love for the first time as an adult. However, Alma's joy is short-lived when Ambrose, unwilling to consummate their marriage, seeks to maintain a platonic bond. Heartbroken, Alma sends Ambrose to oversee Henry's vanilla plantation in Tahiti. 3 years later, she learns of Ambrose's death from Reverend Francis Wells, leaving her grief-stricken once more. Her anguish deepens when she discovers sensual images of a Tahitian man among Ambrose's belongings, hinting at his attraction to men. Henry's passing brings further revelations as Alma inherits his estate. Learning of Prudence's unrequited love for George, Alma is shaken to her core, feeling disillusioned after a life devoted to knowledge. In a drastic move, she bequeaths Henry's estate to the Philadelphia Abolitionist Society, with the provision that Prudence transform it into a school for freed slaves' children. Prudence, moved to tears by the gesture, reveals a rare display of emotion. Alma sets sail for Tahiti, seeking closure after Ambrose's tragic demise. In Matavai Bay, she finds solace under the care of Reverend Wells and embarks on a quest to uncover the truth behind Ambrose's enigmatic pictures. Her search leads her to Tomorrow Morning, Reverend Wells's adopted son, who reveals the heartbreaking tale of Ambrose's seduction and subsequent suicide. Though Alma grieves anew, she finds some comfort in understanding the circumstances of Ambrose's death. A near-death experience during a ball game prompts Alma to a profound realization about the driving force behind evolutionary change, the relentless pursuit of survival. This epiphany fuels Alma's determination to articulate her theory of competitive alteration, which she furthers in a treatise penned during her voyage from Tahiti. Seeking validation for her ideas, Alma seeks employment at the Hortus Botanicus in Amsterdam, where her uncle, Dies van Devender, warmly welcomes her into the family. As Alma grapples with her theory, she confronts the prudence problem, pondering the altruistic sacrifices made by some individuals. Her reluctance to publish stems from this unresolved issue. However, her encounter with Charles Darwin's groundbreaking work on the origin of species in 1859 astounds her, as she recognizes echoes of her own theory in his elegant formulation. Despite her own contributions, Alma acknowledges Darwin's precedents and follows with interest Alfred Russel Wallace's similar theories. In her later years, at the age of 82, Alma extends an invitation to Wallace to speak at the Hortus, sharing her treatise with him. Their shared astonishment at their parallel discoveries reinforces the significance of Darwin's breakthrough. Reflecting on her life, Alma acknowledges her good fortune amidst the pursuit of knowledge and understanding. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.